I am wearing a back helmet walking. Some people might tell you I really should anyway. That's my $10,000 backhoe that built the whole track. I'm pretty much out of 80 yards. I got that. I could probably get a couple more scoops out of there. Some of the driveway's screwed up, so I gotta save a little bit. Anyway, I'll walk you through it. It rained like hell last night, and last thing I'm gonna do is jeopardize the track. This new dirt I put down is really soft. From the first skid steer to the second backhoe, the first backhoe, the third backhoe, excuse me, renting skid steers. This has easily cost me $50,000 and taken thousands of hours of work, all done by me. Everyone who rides on it is all fun and dandy, but they don't really come over and dump dirt off or anything. So anyway, this is basically the beginning of the track. I thought about putting in some whoops here, and if I did that, you crash. There's some good sized trees here that, we all know what can happen when the three-wheeler goes down, so I don't want that to happen. So this is the first berm you come into. Thankfully, I got lucky. I got all these berms built like 4 years ago, and they got so much back dirt to them. They just keep pushing back a little bit, so they never go away. They just move a little. This, these old backhoes, you can't see the buckets. You really got to get a good feel for it. I didn't intend to make that's a nice landing, but it's got a little blip in it, so you hit it fast enough off of that berm and you're going to clear it without a doubt. I've already done it. You can see how the soil is, it's drying on top, but and that was put down at least 3 weeks ago. So you come through here, hit this nice 180-degree berm, we'll pass your friend, take this little shortcut, send them high-siding, tumbling them over. Adios, amigos. Come down this way. This is an original jump I made. It's 10 years old. It was always alright, but you could never really hit it fast. There was just no landing. So it was only about 5 feet long or so, and I've added another 10 feet of dirt. I've only hit it once, and you can see the rear tire there. I'm sure I can clear it. I still got to address little things like this. You come off of that too fast, hit this, next thing you know you're on your head. So again, we have this awesome 180-degree berm. This was an original tabletop. Underneath this is big giant boulders. I put them to use. I'm just going to rake this down. I really didn't want to do any work on this because I knew you had that and still a few next. So the more I look at my double, I don't know if it's sending me to the moon or it's sending me over there. So we'll just have to wait and see. Check it out. Wear my gear, whatever. But you can see this got wet last night, so I can't ride the track. I can't. It's just impossible. It will destroy all the work I did. I don't have a friggin' roller or something to beat them down. Again, this was 80 yards of material. The track's, it's pretty good. Well, you'd think, oh, Jesus, 80 yards, man. You could do anything. I really just added a couple of new ones, but that's probably 20, 30 yards there. This was going to be, whoops. I decided that you'd hit this, land, and try to get on the gas and either flat plateau it or completely clear the thing, hit this little down slope, and get ready for the next corner. There's quite a few elevation changes in here, but they're not as much as I'd like. I mean, I always watch Supercross on TV and I see these, well, I should say motocross on TV, and I see these tracks going up these hills and down these hills, and I just wish I had some elevations, but I'm probably never moving. I'm single. It's my track. It's taken so long to build. You know, you can now appreciate what it takes out of Dirtworks to provide a new Supercross track every week, and for it to hold up to all the heats and the mains, last chance qualifiers. This is the jump. Original, already started going down. I mean, it only had about a 4-foot thing on it. Now I can confidently hit it, land up here. I don't need any dirt in here, because the idea is either someone's going to be scared and they're going to roll it, or you're going to clear it completely. I've already hit it a couple times. You can see down here my 2 back tires. So, and here you've just got a little quick berm, and you really need to get into, you know, second pinned or third with some torque into it. You'd be surprised how many gears you can get from there to here. You better already be in second, click up to third and hit this. I call it the Intimidator, because you can't see it. You hit the jump, and there's a big hole down here. Back up. You can see that's where I landed, clear it. That's the furthest corner of my property, 180-degree berm. You can grab 5th gear from there if you wanted, but normally I hit this thing about 3rd gear pinned or 4th under a lot of torque. Depends on the bike, the gear, and size tires, everything. You get a feel for it. I didn't touch it. Aside from fixing up the front a little bit, I didn't touch it. It's always been awesome. It's always jumped well. It's always felt really safe. I wasn't going to compromise it. Here we have the water drain off, because the stupid ass engineers that built the road back 5 years ago, it used to be all dirt. That's why I loved it out here. There's power lines down the road, railroad tracks. They paved the road, moved the road up 3 feet. All the water comes to my property. That's the back of my house there. All mine, haha. Anyhow, this septic system runs through here. Goes back 300 and something feet. They told me they wanted the house back there, and I laughed at them. I said, nope, deal's off. Well, they decided to run 4-inch, you know. I called their bluff. I'm like, dude, how much is a 10-foot piece of 4-inch pipe and some couplings? Jesus Christ. So this one's fun. You actually hit it. You can get out of there in third. It's great, but you may land down a little too far. I try to hit it in second, and you can see right about here where stuff turns up, you're clicking up to third. You click up to third, and again, this is an original, safe jump. I trim a couple trees. Every year it's tree trimming. It's just never ends. But, you know, when I first built it and had an SX, I'd be landing right here, you know, bent a little further, bent all the damn swing arms known on the planet, and moved up to bigger and better bikes since 1998, and since I was a kid and had a couple of 200Xs. But you can land as far out as here now, and that's the corner we started in. I'll have to rake this smooth, because you're really going to be flying. You hit that little huckabuck, and You don't want to high side that berm, boy. You're just going to be rolling into prickers and trees. So this is the jump of death. You can see I've done absolutely nothing with it yet, but we're gonna have to trim all those trees. That actually sends you down. You know, you probably got a good 15 feet. You'll be in the air, and you'll land up down there close to that small little rhythm section I put in. So, you know, if you're a trike fan, go to threewheelerworld.com. It's you know, the best place in the world for three-wheeler advice. All these new products being made, all these new trikes being made out of four-wheelers, you know, which I'm sure the four-wheeler guys thinks we're all crazy, but I've seen some phenomenal 450s turned into a three-wheeler, and you know, Bill TPC Trikes, you know, Tattoo got some help from him, and then we got tying us to Tim and Snake. You know, I don't know how the hell they center that head tube and how they get the right elevation and the right rake and all that, but I'll tell you what, from a machinist standpoint, it ain't no joke. It's a lot of work. It's not just welding on a plate. So that's it. Again, very sorry I couldn't take you for a fast lap. It's supposed to be kind of a rainy week, so hopefully that'll play out where it will rain, dry, rain, dry, rain, dry, and then it kind of becomes almost like cement. So hopefully then I can get out there, because it's crunch time. You know, we'll all be in Indiana in a few weeks. So anyhow, Dirt Crasher signing off, and thanks for watching. Much better videos to come. I apologize. It's just it's been a lot of work in the making. Hopefully you could recognize that.